everybody, and welcome to thesacredspiral.com. I am Sylvia. If you're new here, I do advise that you go back to the original video that I created that explains the EFT basics. Now, what is EFT, you might be asking. If you're new here, you wouldn't know. If you stumbled onto this video, a friend sent it to you or whatever to help you out, I do recommend going back to that original video to talk about the points, what they do, how they release different emotions within the body, and how they call in. So it releases certain emotions and allows more positive emotions instead. So it clears dense or negative energy and calls in more positive energies. And so to take it to the next level, I thought using oracle cards would be fun so that I could ask for what is most needed for the week of the tap. And then we could use the oracle cards to help guide us for whether it's crystals we should use or what to be watching for personally. But in essence, if you want to incorporate tapping, you can tap with this video every single day and be completely fine day and night. Just like meditation, you'll actually feel the benefits by tapping frequently. If you don't do it very often, you're not going to feel the benefits as much as you would if you created a routine from it. I do tell people, if you brush your teeth twice a day, that might be a good time to think about EFT or journaling if that's something you're trying to do, or meditating, because those, a lot of people will do prayer, journal, meditation, but I always say EFT would be a great one to add in there, because that tapping really does kind of do like physical shifts to the body and the emotional body. So physical, emotional, mental bodies all get released with EFT, and it's been scientifically proven, which I've gone over several times, and I don't want to make this video too long, but feel free to go back to that original video where I explained the EFT basics, where the points strive or thrive from, and how they help. So what does EFT help with? It helps with anxiety, overthinking, stress, health, mood, clarity. It helps with if you're thinking about life purpose questions, or if you're going through major life transitions, which a lot of people are going through right now on the planet. It really is helpful because it takes those stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline and flips them into happy hormones like dopamine and serotonin that our body makes, that's 27 times more powerful than morphine. And most people don't even realize this tool even exists. So feel free to share this video with a friend who's really struggling with life right now. And they'll gain the benefits. They'll be able to see and feel physically as they release things that this really has helped them. If they have deeper work, feel free to go to my website and schedule. I'm happy to do private work with people specifically, especially to walk them through clearing their particular thing that they're struggling with getting through. It helps with fears, phobias, addiction, and anxiety, depression, PTSD, you name it. It really does do a number on you, but you do have to utilize it in order to gain the benefits, just like anything, right? Like exercise is awesome for us all, but unless you do it, you don't really gain the benefits, right? So same thing with EFT. So what I like to do is I like to create a portal so visualize your energetic, so there's 7 layers of our body. So our physical body is the one that we see in the camera, but we also have 7 layers outside of this physical body. So a lot of times when pain manifests in the body, it's usually because it didn't get cleared from one of the other outer lying bodies before it hit the physical body to show up and manifest as pain. So I like to take that opportunity to let you know if you're feeling like maybe pressure on your shoulders or in the middle of your back or even on your knees. I like to have you maybe be mindful in this moment by closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, almost rolling your eyes on the inside of your body and scanning for any dense, tense, stressed areas within the physical form, the body, and then making a note for extremity being 0 to 10, 10 being the strongest. So just kind of keep an eye on that area and then see where that number is from 0 to 10 after tapping. And you could do that every day as you incorporate tapping into your daily routine. Okay, but what I do like to teach is like an energy protocol. In a way, it allows us to clear, feel like you're raking your energetic field or your auric field, and you're getting rid of what no longer serves, but you don't want to just toss it on the floor that you're going to walk right through that energetic recycling garbage bin, right? So I teach what's called portal management or energy management, or whatever the name you want to call it is. It doesn't really matter. I teach you in the way of crystals, because crystals are actually a helpful ally, and you could utilize crystals for their energy, and they're in a lot of devices that we're using now, and there's a lot of power within crystals, but the intention is the most powerful thing. So if you don't have a crystal, you can use your pointer finger and do the same thing, and how to open a portal. And you won't see really on the camera what I'm doing, but it's clockwise in a circle, and then counterclockwise to close. So do that every day. If you're doing a daily routine, open a portal and set the intention of what you're clearing from your body that no longer serves, and then you're replacing it with what better serves, or you're replacing it with the thing you're calling in instead. So hope that makes sense. So we're gonna go on the floor. I like to visualize like a tunnel or a tube that's vacuuming. So and you could visualize even like a garbage bin or recycling bin with a lid. So on the floor clockwise, we're saying whatever no longer serves, I ask that it be transmuted, transformed, and turned into unconditional love, peace, balance, and harmony, because I think the planet needs that. So my intention is to turn in what no longer serves my body and transform and transmute that and recycle that into something that best serves the planet. So right now, I'm actually releasing what no longer serves energetically, and I'm asking it to be transformed into unconditional love, peace, and harmony and balance that can be used on the planet, places seen and unseen that actually need it the most. So where our intention is to send down anything that no longer serves our bodies, and send it down there to be sucked down this energetic tube, and at the end we'll close it up and we'll dismiss it and give gratitude for the wisdom or the lessons that we had from that particular thing that we're releasing. Okay, so clockwise on the floor to open, counterclockwise to close. If you don't have a double terminated crystal, use your finger and it's just as good. Okay, on to the tapping. I pulled from, so I basically tune in for, I have about several decks. I want to say 20 to 30 decks. I haven't counted in a while, but I'm a big sucker for anything that has to do with crystals and or really, really cool artwork. So the decks that I'm using now are Messages of Light by Mario Duguay. That one there. And then let me put that down, and then I'll show you the next one. The New Moon Intention Deck by Sage Goddess, because we're actually crossing a new moon solar eclipse in Cancer during this video, so I wanted to make sure we're equipped with that. The Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle Deck by Sage Goddess. I think I said that, but I'll say it again. And then the Star Seed Oracle Deck by Rebecca Campbell. And the Whispers of the Ocean deck by Angela Hartfield. And then the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle by Amanda Ellis. And Amanda has a YouTube channel as well, and I follow a lot of her videos. She does some great channeled work. If you don't follow her on YouTube, definitely check her out. I've been following her for years, and I've bought her Oracle deck. I think she's on the way to making another one. And I've also bought her sprays and taken some of her courses before. Archangel Metatron is one of her main guides. So back to the tapping. Okay, so the crystals for the week that came forward is Shiva Lingam, and Shiva Lingam is for Kundalini, vitality, rebirth, and oneness, and it's for the sacral chakra. The Shiva Lingam is a stone of sexuality or prana. It opens up the Kundalini, awakens passion, treats impotence and infertility, and spurs creativity. You pull this card because it's time for your sacral liberation and discovery or creative inspiration. Meditate with Shiva Lingam to welcome creative breakthroughs, ignite sexual magic, or align with the divine. So I actually have a couple of Shiva Lingam. I'll hold them up here so you can see. They remind me of the Indiana Jones movies. I don't know why, they just do. So anyway, I don't know if that was what they're trying to find in the Temple of Doom or what. But so the Shiva Lingam, we're going to tap that in, and then we're going to go to the next card. This is your ally for the week. The next card also has another ally crystal, and I will mention that and show it on camera as well and teach you about what it helps with. I'm going to start with 2 fingers, clean hands, 2 fingers and full responsibility for our well-being. Let's see if I can talk. And we are going to start at the front at the eyebrow point here. You can almost feel an indent in your skull. So we tap right there. And we're going to call in the energy and essence of Shiva Lingam for vitality, rebirth, oneness, and Kundalini energy. Shiva Lingam is a stone of sexual energy or prana, the life force. It opens up the Kundalini, awakens passion and creativity, helps with infertility and impotence. And we're tapping on this for sacral liberation, for creation, breakthrough, rebirth, and oneness. To allow ourselves to align within and to the divine. So that is the Shiva Lingam, and I will put that card down and then go to the next card, which is the New Moon deck. And since it's a new moon solar eclipse, I thought it would be important to pull one of these. And this one is Love of Creator, number 6. 6 is a common number in all these cards, I noticed. Okay, collarbone, which is right here, so the nebbly bits, and then right below there's like a riverbed, an in-depth little divot almost. So right there and all the way across if you want. So there's a soft spot point all the way across, so you can feel it. So that's a great spot to tap if your hands aren't clean and you're like in a stressful position and you need to calm yourself down a little bit. Just go like this, because you don't want to touch your face if your hands are dirty, right? All right, so this is Love of Creator. I transmit the frequency of love that honors the creator of life and all that is. Then we go under the arm. This one's a little hard to see in the camera. It's about 4 inches below the armpit, mid-bra if you're a female. Facilitating source energy transfer among and between all sentient beings. Then we go to the crown, which is called 100 meeting points, which is right behind my crown, and this right here. My intention is to be a bearer of light energy that honors my creator and the creator of all life and breakthrough. My actions, I seek to heal and support all forms of life. So we'll go to the eye wing next. So the stone for this one calls for the green Aventurine. So, and it has a pink. So pink to me means high heart, which is above our heart, versus the green stones. So this like rose quartz is a heart stone because it's more of a pink. It's considered unconditional love. This card reminds me of that. But the actual stone that this card mentions is green Aventurine. And green Aventurine is green, just like the name says. It's great for luck, confidence, prosperity. So green Aventurine is a really good stone to help bring all that you want into your life. So green Aventurine is very similar to like jade energy as far as like luck, creativity, wealth, monetary gain. It usually has to do with prosperity because it's green. You know, a lot of the green stones generally do, but they also have to do with the heart chakra. So we're going to go here to the next card, which is from the Starseed Oracle deck. And the card that came out with this deck is the Void. The Void. And we're going at the eyebrow point, and I'm just going to read a few good words about this card. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic womb. You notice that the last one was sacral, very sacral energy with the Shiva Lingam. So this is very similar because this is the great cosmic womb. Everything and nothing exists within this void, which is very much like the womb, right? But of the universe, of the galaxy. It is where all life begins and ends. Same with the sacral chakra, right? It's the winter in the womb. The fertile darkness is where things originate and all seeds grow. Same thing with the sacral, right? So it's very, like, it's kind of funny when I start pulling these cards and they're very similar messages, but totally different decks. Under the eye, comforting and intimidating, freeing and daunting. It can feel both overwhelmingly small and huge. The void is where faith lives. I love that. Under the nose right here, just on the mustache point. The void, okay, so the message of the void is to surrender to the unknown, to allow the fertile darkness of nothingness to nourish your seeds growing within you. Under the lip right here in this little divot, regardless of whether you know what they'll become one day, or what they'll one day become. And then the collarbone, you're being called to surrender to the mystery of what's next, to rest and allow the winter of your life to do the work for you. Hand over your control and trust that just because you can't see what's happening beneath the surface doesn't mean that things aren't at work. So we're going, in this video is for the 14th of June to the 21st. We're actually going to be crossing a new moon and solar eclipse in Cancer, like I said, but also we are just about, I don't know if it's actually starting, Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is very much about, you know, renew, restore, rebalance, you know, anything with the redo. Okay, so the greatest weaving's happening when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life's being knitted right before us. Okay, so underneath the arm again, right beneath the surface, in ways known and unknown. Now is the time to cultivate faith and deep, deep rest, which is another good thing to do during retrograde because it's an RE word. Anything with an RE is a great idea for Mercury retrograde. Top of the crown. The void often surfaces at the end of the chapter or life phase when we're called to let go of all that we know and identify with. Eyebrow point. When you're in the void, it can feel scary and as if you should be doing something. Side of the eye. However, when this card appears, it's a sure sign that the most productive thing you can do is relinquish control. Another word, relinquish, R-E. Remember we were talking about that with Mercury retrograde. Relinquish control and surrender to the changing mysteries of your life. Okay? And then the inquiry, if you guys are journalers, what you can ask yourself with this particular card is, how are you being called to surrender to the unknown mysteries of your life? Okay, so that's that card. Put that down, go to the nose, under the nose. And this one is from the Messages of Life, Mario de Guay. Trying to get the camera angle just right. I keep talking to the wrong side of the camera because my phone is flipped around. All right, so nose, discovering. Today I release my old beliefs, convictions, and preconceived notions. And then under the lip, in their place, I seek new ideas, innovation, and endless possibilities. I love that sentence. Let's say it again. In their place, I seek new ideas, innovations, and endless possibilities. I am adaptable. I am able to see beyond my previous limitations. And then under the arm, and discover greater worlds within me. And discover greater worlds within me. Try to get it so you can kind of see the beautiful artwork. That was under the arm. Next card is going to be from our Whispers of the Oceans Oracle deck, and we're going to hit the crown next, or tap the crown. Let's not hit the crown. This is a 16. Remember I said 6s were prevalent in this reading. So we had a 6 with the one of the cards. I can't remember which one. I mentioned it. Oh, it was the new moon. This is a 16 from the Ocean Oracle, the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards. And this one says inner desires. And we're going to top the crown with some of these words. Tap the crown. So set some intentions. You're entering a phase of plenty. You might have a sudden windfall. I'm trying to let you guys see it. It's pretty. You might have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. Eyebrow point. Awaken your heart to reality that when you can experience more love and blessings, be clear about what you're working towards so that you can make empowered and deliberate choices. Let's say that again. Be clear about what you're working towards so that you can make empowered, deliberate choices. On side of the eye, under the, like I always tell people, if you have the winged cat eye, that's right about where you start. You create what you truly desire, but you need to be brave enough to declare those desires and vulnerable enough to align your self-worth with what you truly want. Under the eye, once you're clear on your desires and they're directing your choices and actions, things will unfold accordingly. Under the nose, stay focused on your present. Stay focused on your present and release the need to know what lies ahead. Woo! Stay focused on your present and release the need to know what lies ahead. So stay in your now moment, basically. Under the lip, right here. Stay in your heart, aligned with your intentions. Abundance can show up in your life in a multitude of ways, from monetary gain to energetic surpluses and creative opportunities. Collarbone. When you stay open to unexpected possibilities and focus your desires, you allow the universe to match this vibration and pour blessings all over you. Under the arm, this large mollusk symbolizes an awakening to love, and we also have that too with the new moon card. What was it? Something about, keep tapping under your arm. Love of the Creator, which was the 6th card. So this says, this card symbolizes an awakening to love. It is also connected to many sacred ceremonial religious practices in ancient tribes. These shells were used as currency, and it had been said that they attracted if you're attracted to the cowrie shell, you may be relating to the ocean spirit of abundance. And then this spirit connects to the vast possibilities connected to desire, and it is thought to be very powerful representation of protection. So it's protective and abundance and love and windfall and your goals and desires. As long as you stay focused and you're brave enough to declare those desires and vulnerable enough to align your self-worth with what you truly want. That's the biggest lesson right there. Okay. We're gonna go to the side of the eye, and the next card, which is the Metatron Deck. Now the Metatron, interesting enough, the card that came forward also has a 6 on it. It's 26. So I thought that was very interesting for so many different decks to all have, it was 6, 16, and 26. This card is called the Self-Love and Nurture Deck. Remember, we're talking about retrograde coming, so that would be in alignment with that. It's also a new moon where it's more inward, a new moon solar eclipse. Okay, so we're gonna tap in, and now if you're not familiar with this deck, it's beautiful, it has beautiful energy, and every single message is a channeled message. Okay, so I'm gonna try and hold the card so you can get the energy from the card as I read and tap, which is hard because this book is huge. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go, where did we end with? I think we ended here. So we're gonna go here. So pink is the color of energy that reminds you to nurture and love yourself. Under the eye, only by doing so can you begin to open up to all that you deserve to receive. Under the nose, ask yourself, when was the last time you criticized yourself? And when was the last time you gave yourself praise? Under the lip, the truth is that criticism flows more easily to many, yet you are now asked to change this pattern of behavior and see your beauty and talent, not your flaws or inabilities. Collarbone, the truth is that you were born in the Creator's image, and you are perfect as you are. Under the arm, you were meant to enjoy and savor attention, praise, respect, and love, yet it all comes back to whether or not you feel worthy of those blessings. Top of the crown, start each day in appreciation of one aspect of yourself. It might be a personality trait, a deed you've done, a word you said, an aspect or appearance of your soul nature. Eyebrow, allow that one thought to grow daily until you see your true beauty reflected back to you 1,000-fold. On the side of the eye, you may be undoing years of false patterning, unraveling what others may have said or done. Go within and find your own well of beauty. It is there. Under the eye, like the prized pearl encased in this scallop shell, the biggest prize can be going within and finding your own treasure within your own gifts and learning to love yourself. Under the nose, like a prized pearl, okay. Pink energy allows you to be soft and gentle. It's never harsh or reproachable. It asks you to treat yourself as you would a good friend. Be kind, patient, and caring in the manner as you approach your own life. So talk to yourself like you would a good friend, basically. If you wouldn't say it to someone else, then don't say it to yourself. It's easier to be mean to yourself than it would be your good friend, right? Okay, so lip. Open your heart to feel how much love there is for you, both in your own life and within higher realms. There's so much that you don't even realize. Under the lip, pink as the energy of love, as a safe color to work with. Since how can the energy of pink ever hurt anyone? Soft pink, anyway. Under the collarbone, you may need to let down your self-defense blocks and such energy from truly opening your heart. You have closed it off to protect yourself, or maybe barred it up from the most important energy that can restore and heal you. And that is always love. Okay. Under the arm, absorb into your body through pink's healing rays that you are loved for who you are right now, for all that you've been and all that you can be. Top of the crown. Pink holds you through this journey softly, gently, and back once again to love. There we go. And we end with so be it and so it is, and taking a deep breath, sending it all down. Grabbing our wand. Where did I put mine? I think it's under all these cards. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, grabbing our double terminated wand, counterclockwise on the floor, closing our portal, thanking it for taking all of the no longer needed energy that's no longer in our highest and best good, and transmuting and transforming and recycling it into unconditional love, harmony, peace, and balance for the planet. And I like to cover it up with dirt like I'm planting a seed. So I'm covering it up with dirt and wishing it well and giving thanks for taking that from me and turning it into something that can serve the planet even better. So with that, keep tapping. You'll notice my shoulders have dropped, my eyes are brighter. Tapping does so much for us. It only works if you do it. So keep on tapping. Stay calm. If you feel like you're a little tense or feeling anxiety or stress is taking you over, or if you watch the news and you need to clear yourself, come and tap, clear yourself, and move on with your day. All right, till next time, bye for now.